This tutorial demonstrates how to measure areas, distances, and angles, and how to tag features in a layer with their distances to features in another map layer. Use the Info tool to see the length of any line segment or the size of any area feature. For example, if I make the census place layer the working layer, then choose the Info tool and click on a city, you will see that the area is reported in the Info window. If your units are in miles, then the area is in square miles. If your units are in kilometers, then the area is in square kilometers. So for example, you can see that the city of Fort Collins, Colorado is almost 56 square miles, and Tinmouth is just under 5 square miles. You can also use the Measure Size tool to find the size of an area by clicking on the map. Draw the perimeter of the area and double-click to close it. Maptitude displays a dialog box with the size and perimeter of the area that I drew. And if I want, I can also change the units. Use the Measure Distance tool to find the length of a line that you click on the map. Draw a line and double-click to end it. Maptitude displays a dialog box with the length of the line that I drew, and again, I can change the units if I want. Use the Measure Angle tool to find an angle. Click on 3 locations to form the angle, and Maptitude displays a dialog box with the angle in degrees. You can also tag features in a layer with their straight line distances to features in another layer. I've already used Create a Map Wizard to map the 2 depots in the sample logistics Excel file included in the Maptitude tutorial folder. Now I'm going to use the Map, Add Table Spreadsheet Data to a Map command to map the clients in that same Excel file, and add them to the map. I want to know how far each client is to the nearest depot. To do that, I'll start by opening a new data view of the client layer. I can add a new blank field to the client layer by clicking the Modify Table button, clicking Add Field. I'll call this new field Distance, changing the format to a real number, and clicking OK. You can see this new empty field when I scroll to the far right of the data view. Now that I have this empty field, I can fill it with the distance to the nearest depot by highlighting the field and choosing Edit Fill. Choose the Tag option. Choose the Depot layer to compute the distances to the nearest depot, and choose to tag with the distance to feature. When I click OK, Maptitude calculates the distance of each client to the nearest depot and fills the column in with the results. If I switch to the map and click on some of these clients with the Info tool, you will see their respective distances to the nearest depot in the Info window. I could also use this field to create a color theme that illustrates the distances. I'll click the Color Map Theme Wizard button, choose the distance field that I created as the field to use, and click OK. Note, you can also compute the driving distances using the Travel Times Table tool described in a separate video. And that wraps up this tutorial on measuring distances and areas.